Uh, So hi everyone, good afternoon. We'll be starting the session now. My name is Ashita and I'm from Customer Success team at Arcans. And welcome to our third webinar on project management using Autodesk Build. We had a very interactive second session, design collaboration and model coordination in ACC. So that is available in Arcans YouTube link. So you can go through it, or else I'll be sharing you over the chat as well. So you can go through the link. Before moving forward, I would like to give a brief intro about Arcans. So we are part of Monarch Group, and at Arcans we are digital transform experts for architecture, engineering, construction, and manufacturing industry. So our mission is to be a partner that initiates and drive change to
I'm
optimize the
sorry,
construction.
Arshita, in between, the voice is cracking a little bit. If you can just adjust your mic or
Sure,
something.
sir. Is it audible now, Nishan?
There is a background noise actually.
Okay, just a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no.
Still my voice is it the same or what?
It's good. It's good now. Thanks.
It's good now. Okay, fine. We are the largest Autodesk value-added partner worldwide, holding 11% of global market and a leading partner with Bentley Systems. And we also a globally recognized partner for Adobe, Bluebeam as well as HP. And with a strong global presence and extensive experience in platform like Autodesk Construction Cloud, AEC, Bentley System, Arcans continue to transform how projects are designed, coordinated, delivered through AEC and manufacturing industries and others. So at Arcans, we strive to be the partner of choice for the AEC, oil and gas manufacturing industry and others. So these are some of the valued customers for who we continue to partner of trust and strive their success. And so here we have joining me today is Vaishnavi, a solution consultant, who will be leading the session and walking through today's topic. So like if you have any sort of questions during the middle of the session, you can drop those questions in the Q&A box. So at last your answers, like the questions for the answers, will be covered here. So over to you, Vaishnavi.
Thank you, Arshita. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
Vaishnavi, you are audible.
Yes.
Yes, Vaishnavi.
Okay, perfect. So, thank you all for joining this webinar, and we will be talking about Autodesk Build now in this third webinar. So, I let's move towards just a minute. Yeah. So earlier in previous webinars, these topics were covered like Docs, Autodesk Docs, and BIM Collaborate, where Kulsum elaborately explained Autodesk Docs, and Amrita explained BIM Collaborate, where design collaboration and model coordination, management was discussed very elaborately. Now we will be walking towards the field management part of the Autodesk Construction Cloud. So in Autodesk Build, is majorly for the field execution part of it, and it is designed very well to contribute to project management strongly with strong quality management tools, safety management, and even for project closeout. Additionally, in Autodesk Build, we get Autodesk Docs, where we can organize and create our documents, keep document control and document versioning, and also a elaborate document approval system. So before moving forward with the Autodesk Construction Cloud or Autodesk Build, anything like that, we will be discussing what are the challenges in project environment or construction site, so that we can just have let's keep it a little bit interactive, guys. So can you please just scan this QR code on the screen? Just a minute. Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi.
Yeah. Yes. Uh, Please scan this QR code and just have a interactive session and let us know in one word what are the challenges that you face on the construction site or in a project environment. What all challenges do you face? I think Faizan Khan has been constantly raising the hand. Sir, please, can you, if you have something, any question, please drop it in the chat box or the Q&A part. We will be answering them at the end of the session. Um,
Vaishnavi, can you showcase the QR code again?
I think your
is
screen
it
is
not
stuck,
visible?
Vaishnavi.
No, no, QR code is not visible.
Not visible. Just a minute.
The main part is visible. The first slide. Yeah, yeah, now it is visible.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Was it not visible earlier?
No, the only the first part was only being displayed, so that's why.
I need to slide it down to here. Okay, I think it's is the QR code working, guys? Okay. So anyways, we will check if anything is coming. Yeah, humidity and heat. Type the name. Planning and design challenge, rework, coordination between site and design team. Perfect. Having trouble to fetch the data, coordination with stakeholders, okay, collaboration, yes, time and schedule challenges, okay, all right, so yeah, collaboration, timeline for project delivery, one place for all data, okay, all right, so I think whatever we saw, collaboration, timely delivery, rework, then coordination with site, time and schedule challenges. These are all the challenges that we face on day-to-day basis on the construction site. So all of these are answered in Autodesk Build. So this is the typical project environment that you can see. So all of the project executives, whether it may be architects, project managers, quality and safety engineers, or site engineers that are working, or contractors, subcontractors, they all work in their own fragmented areas, and all the data that is going on within their own silos. So whatever information is going around, there is a communication gap. There is an observed communication gap every now and then. Okay, so Autodesk Construction Cloud does the exact same thing. It brings each and every stakeholder, whether it may be general contractor, subcontractor, project manager, each and every stakeholder, right from the owner to the engineer, it brings all the stakeholders to one single platform, and we create a common data environment in Autodesk Construction Cloud. So it was very well and very beautifully explained by Kulsum also in Autodesk Docs. So in Autodesk Docs, Autodesk BIM Collaborate and Autodesk Build now, all these three product lines empower and bring together to form a common data environment and brings all the stakeholders towards a one integrated platform. So one more a quick poll just to understand how familiar are you with Autodesk Build. So can you please scan this QR code and please select the options that are there. Okay. Okay, so most of you have heard about Autodesk Build, okay, but have not went into the depths of Autodesk Build. So the very first thing that now let's dive deep into the Autodesk Build. So for any Autodesk Construction Cloud, we need to understand first this there are some parts to it. So like setup and standardization. So there are different parts to Autodesk Construction Cloud. First, there is the account admin, then project admin, then there is a user base level in which all stakeholders are present, like contractors, engineers, then architects, and document controller. All those other stakeholders are mentioned. Then within those stakeholders, for those stakeholders, account admin and project admin do the project setup, and further the data is federated and integrated using the project use by the users. So let's move forward and understand what Autodesk Build has to offer. So in Autodesk Build, you get an entire era, an entire integrated solution of project management. So you get tools like submittals, RFIs, schedules. You can also get meetings and daily reports. So we will first look into few of the slides here and we will dive into the directly onto the platform. So submittals here is an extensive platform or extensive tool onto which you can create different items on and submit. It creates a elaborate workflow. So whatever items that are passed on to the site needs an approval system, has to follow an approval system. So those items are that workflow is digitized and is available here in a digital format as submittals. When it comes to site, there are often RFIs raised. So RFI is also very well managed here, where you can create RFIs, link RFIs to different issues, open it, and there is an extensive workflows also created in RFIs that is used for different disciplines such as design or MEP or structure. All those RFIs can be elaborately answered, maintained, and kept in record. Next, there is a tool called Schedule. So Schedule is a tool where you can integrate your MSP file or Primavera file and bring it onto the ACC platform. And here it gives you the chance to collaborate. So by bringing the schedule onto the ACC platform, you're bringing all the data on one single platform and creating a common data environment and single point of contact for each and every stakeholder. Then we have one more extensive tool here within that tool known as forms, and in forms you can create the daily reports. Then we have issue management here is you for site purpose can be used for NCs, snacks, and all the site related issues that need extensive escalations. So like we need to escalate any of the issue that has happened on construction site can be immediately escalated using issues, can be properly marked and assigned to the appropriate stakeholder, and can be tracked very well. So not only for the site, if there is any for example, so if there is a cutout missing in any drawings, and that has been observed by site during site execution, so that can be marked on even the drawings, and the issues can be assigned to the appropriate design member also. So by this creates a proper communication link from site engineer to the design engineer right from the single platform. Next, talking about the communication. So just like in BIM Collaborate, here in Build also we have meetings. So meetings, the reason to bring meetings also here is that when we have weekly meetings on site regarding the project progress, then we have quality meetings, then we have safety meetings. So all those meeting records, meetings of minutes, MOMs, and can be properly and carefully recorded here on the meetings platform, which can be further referenced. So there are options where you can give reference of some issues right into the meeting discussion points, creating an interoperability between different tools. So before moving further, let's go directly to the platform. Let me stop the just a minute. I will open the project. Harshita, can you please confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes, it is visible, Vaishnavi.
Thank you. So when we open Autodesk Build, so the interface looks something like this. It will show you the home page onto which you will see the project name right here in the left corner. Then you have the address, the project progress. You can also view all the recent activities that are there. Then you have the mini dashboard kind of thing where you can see all of your work status and your assigned work, project work, and all the other project related parameters that are essential. So right now we talked about submittals, RFIs, and meetings in the presentation. So let's first move one by one. So as you can see here, we also get files, which you must have seen in Autodesk docs. So files here is our common data environment onto which you get an extensive folders. So that all of the stakeholders get the same information that has been uploaded and shared, and the most recent information to all the stakeholders. So next, the very first module you can see here in Build is the Sheets. So Sheets here is a shortcut kind of tool for the site engineers to have a look at the most recent sheets or the most recent GFCs that need to be worked upon right into the ACC platform. Okay, so that they don't have to go through the folder structure and find the correct find the files that has to be executed or that has to be performed referred on the site. So site sheets here have again like two parts. So for the user, it is quite simple. You just need to open the sheet. It will be open in the file viewer. So you get all the markup tools where you can zoom in and check the information in the sheets. And then you have call out sections, markup tools, measurement tools, which has been talked in detail in the first webinar. And then we have compare feature also, which helps you to go through the GFCs or any site execution files. Okay, then for site, all these sheets are maintained and published using this add sheet publish log. And this publish log is also maintained and carefully looked upon so that you always know which version set is available for use. Next, we have issues. So we will quickly go through issues also. So as we discussed, so issue management is also a very critical part of site. So site issues can be assigned, it can be opened. You can also assign it to all of the members depending upon the settings that has been provided. And then all these issues can be tracked where you can see open, completed, in review. All these issues can be maintained and tracked properly. Moving ahead with the quality management. So for site it is very essential that the quality and safety is maintained. So for that we have a very extensive tool here called forms. So forms here helps you with all the quality forms, all your safety forms that are used on the site to create here and maintain here so that you can see here all the forms are in progress. You can check the status. You can assign the forms and create different forms. Let's see, create one of the form. So as you can see here, we have some sample forms here for quality. So let's open one of the form. Okay. For earth pit checklist, as you can see here, these are the sections created by the project admin. So all these forms are digitized and can be customized and created by the project admin depending upon the need. So for different uh, different uh, different subjects like conventional reinforcement checklist, then there are concrete checklists. So all those checklists can be created depending upon the custom need. So when I come here in template, I can create here a form, like build a new form. Only project admin, so there are two parts again. Only project admin can create a form, a template or form template, which can be later used and accessed by the project member. So let's open a blank template. So all these checklists can be created and maintained. Usually on site, there are three entities. So maker, checker, and approver. Usually maker is our contractor, then checker is our PMC or the project manager, general manager. Then the approver, this is very highly subjective depending upon site to site, it may vary. So I'm just showing you a general framework how it works with forms. So maker, checker and approver. Then for maker, you get here option to place all the questions that are relevant to your form. So all the forms that are manual on site right now by with the traditional practices can be digitized here, and a lot of manual work or rework or loss of data can be eliminated here. So there are different options here that can be selected. So pre-configured answers like yes, no, and a. Then there is text response, number response, single select, drop down response, multiple select, then date, and you have the option to make this as a required question. So meaning that you cannot jump on this question. You will have to answer the question, creating an urgency and transparency for the users. Then we have here to add signature. So now signature is very important. This helps you to create this helps with the audits, the quality audits or safety audits that happens on the site. Okay, so also with the pre-configured response, this is also very important. So you get a conditional logic here. It showcases the interoperability and effectiveness of this tool. Is that when we have any question, okay, you can create a conditional logic with the pre-configured responses. So meaning that if I'm saying, if I'm answering this question as yes, then I'll have to select an action. If I have selected that I need a required photo, so it means that whenever the user will select yes as an answer for the question, they will have to provide a photo or attach a photo to that question, particular question. If no, then issue. This is very helpful for escalations in matters such as NC. So you can directly escalate an NC here if the quality is not complied. So this is how the form is created, a template is created. And when this template, there are two options to the form. So either it is a single contributor in which only one person can contribute to that, but usually we select as a collaborative form. So for the collaborative form, then later we have the options where you can select or yeah, I just skipped one part, just let me go back. Yeah, so here during basic information you get an option to create section assignees. So for section assignees, it it when we enable this option called as section assignee, it gives us an option to select a particular member or particular role for each and every section, meaning that this particular section will be filled by particular member. So for maker, checker and approver, it will already be a pre-configured form wherein they don't have to go and be worried about who will fill or uh, who will check or who will approve. No, there is no such kind of situation here. So whenever we give this option, it is prioritized that we give contractor as maker, then PMC and approval, the usual pattern. So whenever a contractor opens the form, it is decided a checker and approver will receive an email notification, which is very helpful to the decision making stakeholders. So this is how forms work, and this is how all the safety and quality related elaborate forms are created and used. So further we will go into photos. So photos here again is very simple tool. So it just acts like normal camera photos that we have in our phone. So ACC, for ACC build we have mobile application also, meaning that in this mobile application you can directly click the site pictures and attach it within the forms, or within even for the site progress photos that we take, that can be uploaded here, and appropriate tags can be provided. And with each photo, it, as you can see here, they are date and time stamped. So even like just like our phone, it is also a geolocation stamp is also there, sorry, so that we keep track of all the photos or any issues that are happening on the site can be clicked and informed. Next, we have RFIs here. Just a minute, so sorry. So we will first look into the project admin part of it. So with, as I said earlier, with ACC, it is the project admin's priority, and it's his responsibility, his or her responsibility first to create configurations and set up the project in the required manner so that the users reap the benefits of it. So we will first go into the settings and I will show you the workflows that are there in RFIs. So I've created here a custom workflow, as you can see here. Within the RFIs, you will, within each module, so sub RFI submitters, then issues, you have permission section where you provide permission to each and every member, and you provide a workflow rule, whether they are creator, manager, coordinator, or reviewer. So by default, for RFIs, the option is selected as everyone being the creator. Moving ahead with the RFI types. So RFI type here is the workflow. So this is one of the RFI type that I've created, design, called design change. So there are two types of workflow that are present here. If I click here on view detailed workflow, it will show you exactly how this workflow is going to run. So first of all, whoever is the creator, that person will create the RFI. It will open, the RFI will be opened and it will be received by the manager. Now manager now does the initial vet check of the RFI and then passes ahead it to the reviewer, whoever the main reviewer is. And then the reviewer answers the RFI in appropriate manner. If not, it is returned back to the manager. This workflow helps and provides the opportunity to eliminate the unwanted RFIs and to pass on to the important part of the RFIs which actually needs to be answered. The return part is essential here. Then. Further, when the RFI is answered, if it is passed on, then it is again moved back to the manager and it is closed by the manager. So this is how RFI workflow is there. There is another, there are only two workflows. It can be customized. So as you can see here, I have selected some default reviewers. You can select default reviewer, your default manager. You can also select all these other priority sections that are mentioned here and edit the type. Then we have custom fields here. So you can create your own custom question if that is not available in your workflow. And this is how the RFI setup is done. So creation, initial setup of each and every module is very much important, and that is done by the project admin. So if I click here now, create RFI. So as you can see here, the status is open. Then RFI number is automatically or RFI ID is automatically generated here. It selects the succeeding ID number that has been created. Then you provide the title. Then you select the RFI type. So RFI type is basically the workflow that you need to follow. So whatever, since it is for design change, I will be selecting design change. Then you can provide due date also if it is very critical. And then you provide location, what you write your question, and also a suggested answer if that is uh, something that provides additional information to the reviewer. Then you can add references. So now here it is a plus point and benefit in Build that it is very interoperable. Now here you have the opportunity to escalate and provide as much information as you can to enhance your case and to strengthen stronger to make your RFI much more stronger. So you can either add the ongoing issue if it is associated with that, or you can attach photos that has been clicked, or sheet, or correspondence, or scheduled activity if it is going to make an impact to your scheduled activities. Then you can clearly you have these two options, whether it is going to impact your cost, schedule, priority. You can set the priority, and further you just need to click on create. So this is how you can create RFIs, and the RFI will be answered by the reviewer uh, with the workflow that was explained. So next we go on to submittals. Submittals also has two parts. So first, project admin have to do the initial setup, in which project admins must select the numbering system of the submittal, and that is a one-time process that the project admin need to do. So then you have the review templates for submittals. So I have created a safety related submittal here. So as you can see here, there are review step numbers. So there you can create as many step numbers that you want here, depending upon your need. So you can select watchers also. Sometimes we don't need actual people or the decision making stakeholders to be part of the review, but we just need them to be someone in just like an email CC. So we keep them as a watcher in any workflows that is needed. Then we have submittal types here. You can also create a custom types. It is very fluid tools. So whatever tools that you see here on Build, they are very fluid and highly subjective. So like whatever is your need, you can just create them in the module. So now we have spec sections. So submittals is just like submitting all the materials or having the approvals of the material. You can also use it for drawings also. If your GFCs are coming from the contractors, then if your GFCs, then you have method statements, then you have MARs, safety plans. All those things need approval. So those approvals, you can, for those approvals you can create spec sections also. How this spec section acts here, it creates a proper organized system. So like when I create item here, suppose, so there are multiple things or multiple submissions coming through submittals, but you need to have an organized system. For that matter, you create spec section where you create categories, like for example that are created here, like HVAC, mechanical, whatever you want to select. Or if you want to create new, then you have numbering. Then we enter the title and everything. You select the respective template so that it directly goes to the proper reviewers. And then this is how all the submissions can be managed here. So as you can see here, this submittal is waiting for the status of this submission, submittal is waiting for submission. It means that it is with the submittal manager. So the workflow here that happens in submittal is an item is created for submission by the contractor. Then it goes first to the submittal manager, who checks and provides it a proper review workflow. That review workflow is then carried forward, and a stepwise it goes to the reviewer, and it is reviewed and then closed and distributed by the manager itself. After each and every step is reviewed by the reviewers, it goes back to the submittal manager for closure and distribution. Each and every activity that has happened right from the beginning, right from the creation of the submittal to the end, is recorded in each and every submittal. Additionally, again, here as you can see, each submittal that you create again have an interoperable thing where you can attach issues, forms, files, schedules, sheets, specifications, whatever that you need. So it is very interoperable. Again, now moving forward to meetings, as we have very little time left. So in meetings, you can create the entire agenda. For online meetings, you can add link here. Then you have invitees. So all those meetings that are happening can be properly managed and created. So the very first thing that for all the meetings that we do is create an agenda. So agenda is very well structured, can be very well structured here. So all the items or the topics can be selected, and you can add different items within those topics, where these topics can be assigned within the due date, assignee, or whatever, or attachments or references can be attached here. Then you can also mark attendance in meetings. When your meeting is happening, you need to mark the attendance. That feature is also available here. And also you can add the link of Microsoft Teams or Zoom for the meetings. I think we have already covered this part in previous webinars in meetings. For meetings, if you want to go into that details, please check those webinars. Then we have correspondence here. Correspondence again is a communication module or communication tool, where the inspiration behind the correspondence tool is bringing all the information on single platform. So it is just like Outlook. So whatever, yeah. So eliminating all the other sources like Outlook or Gmail or whatever, bringing all the information on one platform was the basic sense behind this. So you can upload all the emails that are there. So I can directly, any email streak that is, any email concept conversation streak, I can upload here so that I can also keep track of it. Just like other modules, you can create a different correspondence here and send it to different project members that are there on the project. Then we have schedule here. So in schedule also, there are two user interface paths. So the project admin must first assign the provide permission and provide manage permission to any of the members or planning engineer or planning manager, so that they can upload the MSP file or Primavera file that is there on the schedule platform. So as you can see here, there is a, okay, so you can upload the schedule from here by clicking on import schedule. As you can see here, you can upload MPP, XML, Asta Power Project or Primavera. Then moving, I will just open this schedule. Yeah, sample schedule. So there are two modes in schedule. One is viewing and second is suggesting. So what is different about this schedule tool is that you can collaborate and have communication or engagements right here on this platform using schedule. So whatever site changes or whatever activity changes that needs to be happened can be communicated right here on the schedule platform. So right now we are on this viewing mode. There is another mode called suggesting. So if I click here on suggesting, you can see that the interface has changed a little, and you can see that there are small pencil icons coming across. So let's say, for example, if this activity, uh, let's say building plan preparation, that was supposed to happen on this date, but it needs to be postponed or it is not completed yet, it is taking more than usual. So what you can do is you can suggest a new timing for the same, and you can add any other details that is there, like if percentage complete, or if it is a clear delay, if it is impacting the cost, then you will mark as cost impact. This is the icon for it. And if you want to add any additional details, just like issues, so what would be the root cause or any notes that are that you need to provide for the planning engineer to for or the reasoning why you want to change the date, or whatever suggestions that you are providing, you can add there. Checking all the plan, these suggestions can be provided, and these suggestions will be reviewed by the planning engineer. So as you can see here, since I'm project admin, uh, I have access to all of it. So I can see all the suggestions. So when I click here on submit to manager, the manager will get a notification, and they will see this orange bar on about their schedule instantly. So as you can see here, it is asking me to review the suggestions. Okay, so let me just come back from the suggesting mode. Yeah, so I'm here in viewing mode now. So when I click here on review suggestions, so these suggestions can be reviewed by the manager. They can be approved, mitigated, allowed, or whatever the decision would be, that can be selected here. And these responses can be saved, and the notification will be received by the member. So what next immediate activity would be that these suggestions, the approved suggestions, would be considered by the planning engineer, and the planning engineer would do the appropriate changes in MSP or Primavera or whatever planning software that you are using. And that schedule will be again here updated. So when these suggestions will be taken into consideration and changed, the planning engineer will click here on update schedule, and version 2 of the same schedule will be available here with the approved or allowed suggestions. So this is how schedule works. So also, since I only have version 1 here, yeah, I have version 2 or let's say version 3 master schedule. Okay. So as you can see here, I have 3 versions of this same schedule. So I can click here, and you can also compare between these schedules to check what all has changed. Okay, so all changes, as you can see here, 73 changes, delay start, you can also see clearly. And you can also have a stack up, like stack up comparison of up to 5 versions. Okay, so I can select this also, V1, V2, V3. If I have 5 versions, then I can select V4 and V5 also to compare all the changes that has happened. Okay, so I'll just exit here from the comparison. Then within this schedule, we have a create plan. So this is a fairly new feature where you can create a short-term planning system where you can assign or create tasks of your own, or and assign them to based on company, based on location or assignee, or based on the role. So let's keep it for role, let's say. Okay, so I can just create new tasks and assign them to any role that I want. Okay, and keep track of it. So like you can give a start, finish, date, then duration. You can add the title, specify description, and all those things. With all these additional information, you can just keep track of all those tasks. Then you can add subtasks also. This feature is used and can be used for the short-term plans or small plans which we don't even include in Primavera or MSP. So those side activities can be properly managed here, right here in the schedule and new plans. Next, we have assets here. So assets here is also very fluid, and it also again it has two parts. So we will go into settings first and check the permissions. So again, for accessing assets, you need permissions. We add permission here. There are different kinds of permission: view, edit, create, or manage. Assets is basically used to track and monitor all the assets that are present or that will come in the future for the building or for your construction. So right from the design phase to your project closeout and handover, all the assets can be tracked here. Now, what is considered as asset? Assets can be considered as anything, like right from your construction material to your equipment to your paint or finishing materials. All those things can be considered as assets. So again, it is highly subjective, like how you want to use. Ideally, it is used right from the design phase where a model is uploaded here, and when a Revit model is uploaded here, it extracts the assets automatically. Then there are some rules that we provide here when we do the asset extraction, and all those assets are extracted like this. As you can see here, air handling, then subcategories, all those assets and system categories can be created. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So there are different status sets also. So when I say tracking, the tracking can be done depending upon the status sets. So for different material set or different asset type of asset, you can create custom status set which can be further used by the other teams such as design team or site team. So additionally, within assets, it is so let me just go to the PPT and show you. Yeah. So as you can see here, for mobile device also, you can directly scan the barcode of whatever material that has arrived on the site, and then you can create tracking or sorry, yeah. Likewise, we can keep track of the assets. So these are the key takeaways. So basically, build is yeah, that's it with the build. It is very detailed and very powerful module for project management. So because it is very, very detailed, I really have rushed through it. So there is a lot of thing to it. It creates a very centralized platform for collaboration. Within each module or each tool, you get interoperability, whether you talk about RFIs, submittals, forms, which is very important for forms, then photos, issues, all those modules are highly interoperable. So each and every module is interoperable and interconnected. You can provide reference and create a very a detailed data set which can be further used by the project admin for project closure and handover, when the handover session or handout. So that's it. Let's take a short quiz now. I'll just share my screen and further we will move on. Yeah. So please scan this QR code for joining the quiz.
Hi everyone, we would like your active participation in this quiz so we can understand like, how much you have went through this session. And in the meanwhile, if you have any questions regarding today's session, you can drop it in the Q&A box. So we'll be answering over the call as well.
Please join the quiz, guys. Only 15 members have joined. I can see there are 32 members available, 32 past participants.
We have other attendees as well. Like we would like your active participation in this quiz.
So let's start now. I think I'll just quickly move on to the first question. Okay, yes, correct. Autodesk Build is for field execution and project management. So guys, but 22% have answered, like most of you have also answered clash detection and coordination. So clash detection and coordination, that happens in model coordination, which is the BIM collaborate part of it. Next. Yes, correct. It is submittals is the correct answer. Yes. So, which Autodesk Build tool allows project teams to track construction progress with photos, markups, and checklists? So, checklist does not happen in RFI or submittal or any other thing. It happens in forms only. So, whatever checklist part of it is, within the checklist, you get photos also, you get notes also, which is added as markups, and you can also track the construction progress within the purpose with forms for daily reports and everything. Okay, next question. So linking an issue directly to a location on a drawing or model provides what main benefit? So yes, definitely majority of it, yeah, majority of you have answered correctly. It provides clear context for faster resolution. So when we put up issue pin on drawing or model, it gives additional information which is very helpful for resolving. Next, Autodesk Build's meetings module is primarily designed to. Okay, so create structured agenda, assign action items, and track follow-ups. That is the correct answer, not replacing third-party conference links. When we went to the meetings module, I said that we can add the links, but the meeting is usually happening. If we are putting an online meeting, that is happening on Teams or Zoom only. But what in meetings module you can do additionally is create a structured agenda and provide action items and track the follow-ups with associated with those. Okay, so congratulations, Girish. You were most attentive and gave the correct answers. So thank you so much. Now we will move to the Q&A part of our session. So are there any questions, Harshita?
Currently, no. So, team, if you have any questions which you would like to know about, you can drop it in the Q&A box. So, Vaishnavi will be updating you on that. We'll wait for 2 more minutes and we can
Sure,
end
sure.
up.
Yes, yes, definitely.
So, we
How
have.
to hide? Okay, how to hide upload from computer option from build. Um, can you please unmute, sir, so that I can understand because I didn't understand what exactly you are asking. Upload option. Can you uh, can we unmute?
Yes, we have unmuted him.
Yeah.
So we can talk. So, sir,
Yes.
you
Hi,
can ask the question.
hi
Yes.
Vaishnavi
Hi.
Bahadur here.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Vaishnavi, when our contractor is upload technical submittal file or technical data sheet for the approval
Ha.
submittal, right? So there
Okay.
is two option. One option is add file from your computer, and
Yes.
second one is add file from the project, right?
Files. Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
think you have got my
Hmm.
query.
So where in which module is your contractor submitting? Submittals module, right?
Yeah, submittal models.
So they can add from both computer also and from files also.
What
What?
happen when they are upload from the computer, so we
Hmm.
have not any record on the docs, suppose soft drawings,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
after approval the soft drawings we have not
Hmm.
any record on the docs, right? So we
Yes.
want
Yes.
to
Yes.
hide this option add from computer. We just only
Okay.
activate one option from the project, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand that. That
So,
is a little bit of
mm,
we would say a challenge kind of situation. I know, but there is still a the ideal way to work with submittal. We cannot remove that option. Okay,
but you,
unfortunately, we
but
cannot.
platform is not removed, but you have to
Mhm.
provide option or any settings such like
Yes.
that, right, for the administrator,
Yes, yes.
right
In
now.
future, it might come because
Mm,
that is the much needed requirement from most of the clients or most of the construction ACC build users.
mm.
So for now, what it can be done is the data is not never erased, or you can always retrieve that data or the documents which are approved on submittals. What you need to do is you need to download them and manually upload them the approved files in the folder structure in docs.
Yes.
That is the best practice with
Mhm.
submittals as of now.
So technical submittal and soft drawing just approved by the design team, and they are
Hmm.
using this build
Hmm.
subscription,
Hmm.
Autodesk subscription right now. But
Hmm.
site team, they are involved almost 150 people there right now. So
Hmm.
they have not access. So they have access
Acha,
only docs.
they
They have,
don't have
yeah,
access.
they have
Okay.
access. They have
Okay.
access only docs, right, via
Okay.
their mobile application or
Hmm.
via their laptop, through their
Okay.
laptop. So in that case, if they want to see what is the drawing of status, correct now, which drawing is
Hey.
the getting approved
Acha,
status
acha,
A
acha,
for the
acha.
execution. So
Ha,
in
ha, ha.
that case, we need all this document on the docs
Hmm.
uh, for easy access to site team or the education team
Yes.
right now. And multiple times we are asking to contractor please upload all the document here. But in that case, there also we see too much deviation what they are uploading on the build and what they are uploading on the docs. So we
Okay.
want to hide this add to computer, and there is compulsory document first they are uploading on the docs, and then the document will going for the approval.
Hmm. Yes, perfect. But
My
sir, the that is the feature
This is a feature, but this feature will be should be
definitely we will
under
consider
control
this.
of administrator, right?
Okay, okay.
So you can request to the Autodesk team.
Yeah,
They
sure,
should
sure.
provide such like that option.
Sure,
Right?
definitely. So we will ensure that.
Second one, when you are create drawing workflow, correct? So you can see on the review create, when you create a review in docs, so there is option we can select as per working day. Working day means some company are following 7 days, 6 days, or some company are following 5 days, right? Now Saturday is not working days. So
No.
in that case, suppose one contractor is upload document on Friday evening, correct? And that workflow will be closed on morning if we are provide 2 day one people. So this is the not good, right? So same like review, same like option Autodesk team will provide here in build also.
ओके 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 सो बिल्ड में कहाँ पे आपको ये चाहिए है लाइक वेयर एग्जैक्टली यू
See, we are provide total 4 days, right? One review, 2 days for review
in
one, 2 days for
submittal. Okay,
technical
okay,
submittal.
yes. Okay. So in submittals, the working days. Okay, sure. We will consider that also. We will more pass it
Correct.
forward. Okay.
And my third query is if
Sir,
is it
it's almost time, so we can connect
yeah, okay.
over the separate
Yeah.
call, and we can end the call accordingly.
Definitely.
Mhm.
So you can just write to Harshita, and she will take care of it and pass it forward to me.
Thank you.
If you have any additional queries, I'll be sharing you my contact details in
Sure,
chat.
sure.
You can reach out to me so we can schedule another session with Vaishnavi. And if you have any queries, we can resolve it there, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So, like, team, I hope this webinar was able to deliver some value to you people. So, we'll also be conducting same webinars in future. If you have any additional queries or valuable thoughts and feedback, if you would like to share, you like I'll be sharing you the contact details in the chat. You can reach out to me as well. So, and Vaishnavi, I don't see much questions in the Q&A, so I think we can wind up the session.
Sure. Yes. Thank you, Harshita. Thank you everyone for joining this session.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining this session.